Hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing today? Looks like we're doing some bale wrapping again. Called it yesterday, I said there'd be more to do. These bales, however, are going to be sold off, are they not? If memory serves. Hello, TMCC, Simulator Gaming, Knights Life, Louis, Nick, Farmboy, Banterman, Deutsche Panzer, Dermot Layden, Right. Mr. Goblin. Haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Goblin. Got enough power on the wrapper? No, not nearly enough. I've managed to make the exact same mistake twice. Is this going to pick up the bale? Because I'd be rather irritated if it doesn't pick up the bale. I was going to pick up the bale now because I forced it to. Bing! Kind of got bored of farm sim. I can understand that. I sound funny. How do I sound funny? Maybe it was because of that. I sound a bit robotic-y? Is this picking up the right mic now? Yes, it is. Has that solved the problem? Lower my mic. It shouldn't now. It's not a case of needing to lower the mic. It's that it might be picking up the wrong one. That's better. Yeah, the mic just needs to be reset effectively. Hello, Josh. Do I know when West Coast is coming to consoles? No. Did I have the webcam mic selected? No. What happens is sometimes the Yeti gets a bit moody and needs to be plugged in again. Sometimes you have to unplug it and plug it back in. Hello, Godfather of Contracting. What jobs are for today? Yes. I have no idea. Literally some jobs will be done today. For sure, we're wrapping bales. For sure, we're going to sell off the bales and make some money. After that, I genuinely have no idea. Poplars for seeding. I don't know. I might do some poplars at some point, but it'd have to be a really small field. Hello, Itchy. Yeah, I've got slurry the field. Can't do that because I don't have enough stuff. Don't have enough slurry. Jag980, how's it going? It's going well. Plant one of the small grass fields and see them there. No, because they're silage fields. They're money fields. The silage is good money. Right. What I can do actually while I'm waiting for this to come around is grab the... I can't really grab the 3000, can I? Can I do something in here at all? Not really. How are the pigs doing? Could clean that up a bit. Yes, clean up the pig manure pile a bit. Can I manually stack the bales on the trailer? Yes, but that would be painful. I don't have the patience to deal with round bale stacking. If I'm being honest. I saw what it's called, Simulator. There we go. That's the pig sorted for now. That's that bale done. Fantastic. Yes, I am just trying to fill time while the bales are wrapping. Deal with it. Hello, Max. How am I? I'm good. I've had breakfast, I've had coffee, and... oh, I drank almost all my water yesterday. That is not good. Now, this field is decidedly messy. It's not OBS remote monster. That's what I thought immediately as well. Apparently it's Rocket Power Grid, which I would imagine, because Rocket do make streaming software, it only works with their stuff. Simon, it's actually quite good. I prefer to use the Stream Deck, honestly, because my phone I usually have that working on different things. Nope, you're using it with OBS. Yeah, but I can almost guarantee you it does not work with XSplit, which means that I wouldn't be able to use it. It would be of absolutely no use whatsoever to me. Because I like having XSplit just for streams and OBS just for videos, because that way I don't need to keep swapping stuff over. Where's the bale? Where's the bale? Where's the bale gone now? So here's the plan. I'm gonna launch. Fantastic. Realism is key. You can't afford the Stream Deck. True. You also probably, if you can't afford the Stream Deck, you can't afford XSplit. I'll be honest. It's insanely expensive. Is Landy streaming tonight? Yes. I've just been talking to him. He doesn't know what map he's going to do yet, but he will be streaming tonight. So that's the thing. Hello, the Underused. How's life treating me? It's treating me well. I had a pizza last night after the stream, and that put me into a good mood. Pizza's always put me in a good mood, though. It's like the gloriousest of foods. The keyboard thingy. There's plugins like that for OBS, though, Louis. And probably better plugins. Can I do a multiplayer server someday? I did before, and it's not happening again. I look very pink in my face. Yeah, I think I've thrown the white balance off. I was trying to fix it earlier on, and now I've just become a lobster. Let's see if I can fix the fixing. Configure output. Nope. It's input I need to configure. Advanced. If I put the white balance to auto. Hey, there we go. That's much better. Just save the changes. I'm having homemade soup tonight. Probably not. You don't really like XSplit. XSplit takes a bit of getting used to, I will admit. But I'm so used to it now that I genuinely prefer it for streaming, at least, over OBS. Alley-oop. Nuts. That bale can go on. This bale can follow. This bale can go third. This is probably going to cause pinging. Dave with the unrelenting realism here of picking up grass bales weighing 0.4 of a ton because he can't be bothered driving around anymore. Is that all the bales? Yeah, they didn't throw them off in different directions if they were over here. Hello, Josie Joe. Now I look very pale. Well, this is what I really look like, is very pale. Hello, Jesses. So this is a much more realistic idea of what I do look like, because I really... Whoops. Eh. Eh. Couldn't do that if I tried. Alright. Final bale from this field going in now. I don't know what I was trying to achieve there. But final bale from this field should be loading in a second. There we go. We should have another field over. Oh god, there's a lot more bales to do yet. There's quite a few bales left to wrap, which is a bit of a shame. Does this bale exist at the moment? It does not. It's 270 watt, some 271 W. 271 watts. That's a really weird value. Hello, JD7810. Casually wrapping a bale. Going down the road. We're going down the road. Yeah. 271 watts is comically low. Yeah, I know, Alan, man. That's what it's saying on the website I told you. I really don't know. 270 watts seems hilariously low. Because I'm running, I think, a 650 watt PSU at the moment. Although, to be quite honest, I'm not tech support, so please stop asking during streams, because you keep derailing the streams, Alex. What would I say is good? 600 watts. So, and that's the end of the topic. So I don't mean to be rude, but there is kind of a game being played here, and I'm looking and there's people leaving the stream because I'm talking technical nonsense. End of the day, I'm not tech support. And if you don't know stuff, maybe ask other people. Because I'm not an expert. Like, I built my own PC, and it's just through my own knowledge that I built it. Ask people who know what they're doing, or read up on it. It's probably your best bet. Louis, there's a difference between voltage and wattage, and you know it. Right, let's get back to front. Oh my god, why did I decide to do this? I mean, the upside is we're going to get lots of money from selling the bales off, but it's just going to take an age to wrap them all. Come on. Robert, that's a bit mean, but you kind of got the right point there. You're at 78 bales pink. Very nice. I don't know how many bales I've got here to wrap, but it's more than I'd like. Rob's here? Rob's not here. Bale wrapping with JCB. The funny thing is, I have seen fast tracks doing this in real life. Like, as silly as this looks, I've seen this happening in real life. I'm not entirely sure why, but I have. Did I go back in last night? I never left, Dan. Landy went back in, and then about 2 minutes later we both left again. That was amazing, though. Use the 60 to 30 in a row. Awesome. That was amazing. And the best thing is, because I didn't leave, he thought I wasn't even there. That was just beautiful. Because after everybody left, he went into his own room, thinking that I wasn't there. Seen this rapper on Tiny David Brown from the 70s? Yeah. Did he say anything? No! He just left! That was just so perfect. Because he genuinely believed I wasn't there. Also, I enjoy how I can screw up the background by moving close to the webcam. Poor Rob. You say that, you're the one that led the bloomin' Exodus. Hello, Massey Lover. Come on, there we go. Just ignore me. Yeah, yep, just ignore this. You getting Space Engineer soon? It's a good game. Hello, Kirk Baker and Will Brad. How are you guys doing today? If you didn't guess when you came on TeamSpeak, Louis, yeah, we're playing it again today. You have to join the MP series. That's up to Sim and Landy. Also, I guess, up to the arrangements that get made or not. Whether they get made, because that'd be pretty fun. That's a bizarrely fun game. It shouldn't be, because it's just run around and try not to die, but it's so fun. Especially seeing as I keep messing up and having to spawn new things. That series like Sessions. Oh, that's still up to 7 Landing. Landy streaming after? Yes. At 7 o'clock, Christina, so I don't know why you're so impatient to watch Landy. You got a full 2 hours to wait. Hello, Farming Pro 123. Watch the caps. I know why everybody's so impatient to know if Landy's going live in 2 hours' time. He doesn't like your accent. What? Hello there, Horse Viper. I need to get... There's a bale over here that's stuck in my hedge, so I need to pull out. That bale's on a good run. You're just wondering is all. Yeah, Landy goes live after my streams pretty much every weekend. Meanwhile, I'm just getting stuck in a fast track. There we go. Hello, Josh. How are you doing today? Oh, put that one into the hedge as well. Yeah, that's not coming out of there anytime soon with the wrapper. What? What was the big announcement? What big announcement? What mod do I use to pick up bales with my hand? I think it's Creator Tools is the one that it's like that I'm using right now, but you can also use Game Extension. Not entirely sure which one I've got set to cheat mode, but the big announcement was last week. Yeah, the big... Oh, that big announcement. Yeah, that was last week, dude. I need to take that video down, actually. Because it's just confusing people now. You want to sponsor, but you prefer to sell? Yeah, it's one of the downsides with like, the whole money thing, is people kind of need it for their own things. I was watching some sports today. What was it about anyway? I was announcing that I was going to the ploughing. I was watching some actual real sports today. I was watching ladies football. Because as it came downstairs in Tipperary were playing Tyrone in the intermediate final, and they won. Quite a few people from, or quite a few of the girls were from my year in school, which was kind of interesting. Interesting until I realised that the head coach used to teach in my school. How do you get down? Middle click. Is that a tip jersey? Yes, it is. I've actually been wearing... Fun fact, I've been wearing this last couple of streams and just been covering it up with a jumper. How many... Are we even nearly halfway done with this field? Mayo girls are playing Dublin as well. Yep, Mayo are seemingly in all the football finals and they're all playing Dublin. So I would call the entire football side of the GA rigged. Even though it's not. Yeah, Faye's been here since the start. He's one of the oldest subscribers I've got. What mod do I used to pick up bales with my hands? I've already answered that, farm boy. If you weren't listening, you should have been. How did you get the different colour wrap? This is the version from Facebook. Massey, this is if you download it off CD Models Facebook page. You'll get this. If Farm Boy asks the same question again, guys, just time him out for 5 minutes, because he's clearly not gonna bother listening to the stream. So, you were there from near enough the start of the channel. Or Dan could do it right now, okay. Chellington was one of the worst maps that I've played. Dan's now going, oh, there was a worse one, Dave. I know there was a worse one, Dan. Hence why I said one of the worst. I'm seemingly enjoying screwing around with the, Oh, Sosnovka, no... What the crap is going on? I've broken it. I've broken it. You meant the stream today. Yeah. Oh dear. It seems like every time I use this thing I break it. How am I doing today? I'm doing well. Apart from the whole breaking everything I touch thing. How's this going? I haven't touched it in a little while. I've been playing a lot of Space Engineers and stuff of late. I'm watching Game of Thrones. Although I'm almost out of Game of Thrones to watch. I went on a major catch-up binge and now I'm on season 7. Oh, interesting. Even the fences have bale collisions. That means this is going to go wonky real quick. A horrible moment of realization that you're doing something incredibly stupid. One thing I genuinely dislike about FF17, and I'm not sure, is this. Like if I zoom in here, look at the pixels. That's a horrific texture. Oh yeah, because this bale no longer technically doesn't exist right now, I can do this. Hooray! So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bales yet to do, by the looks of it. And then we'll be back to harvesting once we got the bales collected up and sold off. Dang it! Stop! Stop! Stop this! I might start using the Coon Combi wrapper. That might be a bit better for just ease. Simplicity. Because it's all well and good doing it like this, but it does take up twice as much time. Especially seeing as I'm terrible at actually chasing the bales correctly. So I might start using the Coon again. Hello again, Night's Life. Your iPad battery went? Well, that's your fault for using an iPad. Did it come back to you? One thing I must say is realistic is the fact that the wrapper itself has a beacon. Because in real life they do for literally some reason. Not entirely sure why, but they do. That'll do. Conveniently, all the bales are rolling down to the far end of the field, which... That's actually kind of good. I do want the bales down there just for ease of picking them up at the end. And come on, turn. There we go. Did I get my jersey at the ploughing? No, I've had this jersey for a few years now. Had this for several years now, actually. Who sponsors Tip Senior or Tip Men's teams now? Because this is back from the days when Enfer was the sponsor of you. Yeah, Enfer. Who sponsors them now? Faye, that is so far from the truth. I bought this for far too much money. Why is this... Hello, Yippet. How are you doing today? Why is this bale not loading on? Is it that Oh, it was too far back on the bale. Too far forward. Interesting, I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Hello, GD. How are you doing today? I didn't know you could go too far forward or back in a bale with this thing. That is indeed interesting. I bought it with the profit of the channel. I bought it long before I had the channel. What's my favorite brand of tractor? It's either JCB or Massey, because I do like the fast tracks and I do like the old Masseys. Nuts. Completely screwed myself over here. GG. Yeah, it needs to be low to the ground, and it does seem like it can be too far forward on the bale as well, Faye. It seems like the bale can be outside of the trigger, even when it's on the lifter itself. That looked like I vaguely knew what I was doing, when in fact I was just hoping to ram it. I'm gonna go airborne here and just see if there's any bales stuck in the hedge. Because it's a fun little thing, the bales tend to load in before the hedges. Especially at a distance here where it's all about these. There is one stuck in the hedge over here. Uh-oh. Facing a storm of seasons. Very nice, Martin. Hello, Matthew. Let's try and get this lined up somewhat. There we go. Ish. Better. Yes. Perfect. Off we go. We want to try and stop the bales from ending up in that corner down there, although I don't think it's going to happen. Get a new milk tank, Night's Life. Very nice indeed. Don't be shy about talking in chat, by the way, guys. If you are new, feel free to say hello. Let's line up on this bale here-ish, maybe, perhaps. Up. Middle of a green screen thing. Oh, yeah, that's broken, hasn't it? This can be refreshed. Thank you, Louis. Let's go away, Arjun. There you go. Kirsten, AC, and Kieran, hello. Hello, J Dolphin. That is an amazing name. I'm playing on old streams using a 675 and a Herbst. Very nice. That's a nice combination of an Instagram. Yeah, I need to start putting pictures on Instagram again. In fact, if I can get this bale on, let's get a picture for Instagram. Why not? Why not get a picture for Instagram? I think doing this will affect it. Kind of. There we go. Picture for Instagram. What in the name of God was said there? Oh! Guys, don't just come into the stream on day one and ask to be a moderator. It doesn't tend to end well. Did I go to the ploughing? Yes, I did. I went on Wednesday of all days. So I picked the worst possible day to go. Because at least on Thursday, people just had to deal with the mud and flooding. They didn't have to deal with the rain itself. Yeah, what you mean if you're asking to be a moderator after just coming into the chat is, can I have a timeout and maybe even a ban depending on how the moderators feel on any given day? Because that's, yeah, one of the worst things you can possibly ask. Moderators are there because I trust them, for the most part. It was, well, it was many rainbows, but that was all caused by the rain. We've almost got all the bales wrapped up. This is the last one. We'll come in with the bale trailer in a minute. Do need to be slightly concerned about the weather because it is showing as it's changeable right now. Hopefully that just means overcast. I learned how to cook pasta. This is true. You went Thursday, no rain. Yeah, Thursday was the better day, but Tuesday was the best day. Let's get moving. Just casually dropping a bale as I go. Is it B or X? X. Ah, good, the bale trailer is in there. So much to Fahy's pleasure, or much as it's going to please Fahy, I'm going to try and get this thing into a shed. And in fact, this shed over here is going to be the best one. possibly. Yep, best shed over here. So to appease the fatty, it's been put away neatly and tidily in a way. Now I just need to grab the bale trailer, which has been somewhat logically left in the cow field. And off we go. I need to... Ah yes, this has been interfered with because I got a different lock script installed as well. Although I think it was picking up square bales last week. Yep, now set on round bales. Fantastic. Close the gate. Go over and close the gate just to please Fahy. Hang on. I'm stuck inside. There we go. Now let's close this gate too. This gate over here. This door here. And this door here. This here needs to be closed for safety reasons, so that I don't fall into the slurry tank. There we go. Fahy's happy now. It is so easy to mess up pasta. Like, that's the thing, is pasta's so easy to cook, but it's also, because it's so easy to cook, it's so easy to get wrong. Especially if you're trying to get it done a certain way, because I like my pasta a certain way. And it's very easy for me to undercook my pasta when I'm doing it, because I like it just cooked. I like my pasta al dente. So it's still a bit of bites. It's kind of just about cooked. And I screwed up so much. You also know how to cook banoffee with that recipe book. Very nice. Okay, that's a trailer load full. And apparently we can't sell at the BGA, which is a bit of an annoyance. So it's off to... I almost unloaded there. It's off to Little Woolhope. Because that's going to have the best sell point for this purpose, possibly. Probably, in fact. Now there is a sell point here, but it's just a teeny tiny one. It's not worth our while. So I'm going to bring up the map. Yep, that. Is that the Black Sheep trailer? Yes, it is. Unfortunately, it's not really all that available anymore. It's on Mod Hoster, I believe. You can open the bales inside BGA with the creator tools. No, you can't. You're thinking of the LT Master, Faye. The Gavada LT Master. And I've been getting a lot of questions what bale fork I'm using on this map. It's called the Kerfab. Kerfab. Really, really nice bale fork. I would strongly recommend it. Because it's got a locking script and all that good stuff. Definitely something worth having a look at for sure. Where's the bale sequence? Oh, for the love of... Bullet Bill is evil and mean. And I am brilliant. There we go. That's money. Yeah, it's the LT Master you're thinking of. Is it on the mod hub? No. Most of the mods I use, yes, are on the mod hub, but quite a few of the ones with scripts are not. There's an easy sell point by the pig farm. It's much easier. It's a much longer drive, though. In fact, I'm going to be right back. I need to run and do something real quick, so I'll be back in probably like 2 minutes. And I'm back. Whew. Sorry about that. We are good to go though for the rest of the stream, I think, hopefully. Jordan thinking I went for a toilet break. Possibly. Oops. Possibly. This is a silly idea. But would it be a good idea if I bought another grass field? Because the way I'm thinking, if I were to buy another grass field... Hello, Jordan. How am I? I'm good. If I were to buy another grass field, that's going to be even more silage, which is even more money. The downside is there'd be more grass work. Which I know isn't the most popular in the world. Yes? Is that a yes to the grass work, Massey? Or to getting another grass field? Because the alternative would be... I guess try and save up for some corn equipment? And we could have the option then of doing corn silage or harvesting... or making maize silage, because I know people are going to complain about me calling maize corn. We can make maize silage or have the option of harvesting corn. Hey Bales. Oh, Martin, you're going to be cutting it tight, I'd say. Because with another crop field, or with corn/maize equipment, we've got options. With another grass field, we've just got an option of doing more grass work. That's kind of where my mind currently is. It's like, do I want options or just possibly more grass work? Whoops. And I'm not entirely sure which way I want to go there. Now, if I want to get a field specifically for doing silage, corn silage, it would have to be down by the BGA. Really, because that'd be the shortest drive, and I could of course play a guy to do that. I'm not sure. You guys tell me what you think. I know Massey wants more grass fields. But what do you guys think? What should I do? Should I go for more grass fields, or should I go for corn equipment and potentially do maize silage and stuff? There, are you heading off? You're going to sleep? Or are you saying you're bored? Poplars. Of course Faggy says poplars. Field 17. Where's field 17? Do you know field 17 would be a prime candidate for corn silage, yeah. Like, that's the exact kind of... Actually, that is the best field for doing maize silage. Alex, I've already told you to stop asking. Moving bales, not classes, working the ground. It depends on how muddy it is. I know chat's sleepy. Yeah, I know chat's sleepy. How do you choose the key bindings for trader tools? I don't know. It might be in the main, like, key binding menu. But I honestly don't know if there's, like, a way to do it. Well, you could do it within XMLs and stuff, but I've heard there's issues there. We got 65,000. We can't buy outright a forage harvester for corn. Or, well, at least not a big one. But we can potentially get a trailed one. That might be an option open to us, because we do have, you know, this big 8000 series fast track, which is pretty good with, you know, actually having some power. Just ignore the toppled forage wagon, please. Godfather wants silage, grass fields for silage. I mean, if I'm doing BGA work, I'd want to be doing corn silage. Get the front mounted camper. I could, but I've already got a few forage harvesters available to me that are trailed and front mounted and stuff. So we got 6 more bales to go. We'll get these sold off and then we'll be able to make a decision. And it's going to be very dependent, I guess, on how much Field 17 costs. Although I am just after realizing one thing we could do. One thing we could do that I didn't take into account is buy an animal trailer and potentially sell some pigs off, because the pigs are just breeding like mad. The pigs are multiplying quite quickly, so if we were to buy an animal trailer, we could get rid of the pigs and start making immediate profits. And that's another way we could possibly go. Because that's immediate money, and I think one trailer load is going to pretty much pay for the trailer. Or come close to it. Because like the pigs, the only way to really make money out of them is to sell them. The cows... Field 17 costs 51,000, which will leave me with, what, 14,000-ish. I think Seasons doesn't change the field prices, so... Okay, we're at 75,000. Best go for the money. Yeah, I think... the best immediate option, as I'm bringing this back down to the cows, is to go for the animal trailer and use that to sell off the pigs to get it down to 50. Pigs don't make much money. Yeah, but the thing is that they don't bring up in much money immediately, but they do bring in a lot more over time. Oh, MR might do so? Oh, yeah, MR might screw things. And the way it goes on Mod Hub Autoloads, no TMCC. These are available on, I want to say it's Mod Hoster. Most of the stuff, unfortunately, on Giants Mod Hub doesn't have fancy, nice scripts. And it is a bit of a shame that mods are getting kind of a bit dumbed down. Because a lot of the scripts that used to be kind of almost a standard on trailers are kind of going away. Autoload in particular is kind of becoming very rare, I've noticed. I don't know where I plan on putting this. Ah, I know where I plan on putting this now. You can park this in behind the house there and we'll be good. There we go. How many pigs do we actually have? Is going to be the next question. We've got 68, which means I'll be setting off 18. Yeah. I think if we were to get this trailer, it can hold quite a few pigs. 24,000 to buy. So we'll buy that. Now we got 51,869. So let's start off by moving the pigs. My driving is so realistic. I'm doing my best. Okay? This is the best I can do. Nice Why are you trying to say it? Nice care jersey. What? It's a tip jersey. Clear? Away with the Adam. It's a tip jersey and you know it. Have I got any grain to sell? No, I've already sold. Well, there's soybeans, but I'm kind of saving them up because there's still a lot of harvesting to do. And I'm not too focused on the money, it's just that I'm trying to think of different jobs to do during the stream today. Instead of, you know, oh, I'm going to work the land, oh, I'm going to do some bales, oh, I'm going to do this over here. I want to do different jobs, and selling animals is something that I don't do much. Mainly because I rarely get animals, but I don't normally sell them. I don't normally use the animal trailer, so I think this is a job worth doing that I don't do much. So the trailer's in here. Oh, this is going to be fun to get around the map, isn't it? I can do farmy things. Yes, this is a farmy thing. Right, the pigs are... That's the wrong button. Pigs are here. And the animal sell point is back in town. Okay. Oops. Yeah, so... Doesn't matter which way we come out of here, so let's go this way. Cross the railway track immediately. And we'll make our way over to the pigs. We can also check the price of Field 17 as we're going out, because it's on the way. So if I were to just pull in here, that's sugar beets. That's quite a lot of sugar beets. So this field is worth 51,000, effectively. And it has been bought. Which means we will have a sugar beet harvest in the not too distant future. When don't I lease the self-propelled? You mean the self-propelled beet harvester? I might do. Broke boy, yes. But I can just do another round of silage if I want to. We made 100,000 out of that silage round there, so it's not the end of the world if the money is low for now. We've also got a metric butt ton of soybeans to sell off and to finish harvesting. So we're going to have a lot of soybeans. That's going to be a lot of money. We can make more silage the next time the grass grows up. That's going to be even more money. The financial situation, the money right now, is actually really good. As much as it's just showing 1,000. A metric butt ton. Keaton, I really would, but I'd be cold otherwise. And that's not good. I must at some point do the little walk that's on the map. Walk the pathway, because I'd like to see the entire length of it. So we're almost at the pigs. By getting rid of 18 of them, because that's the plan, we should be... so if I park the trailer there, we should get the option. We can load 9 at a time. That's actually really kind of convenient. So that's 2 loads of pigs we'll need to take out. Was that a cigarette? No, it's an e-cig. YouTube unsubbed me. What? Guys, make sure that you're actually subscribed, because YouTube's been doing this a lot, is it's randomly unsubbing people. make sure that you're actually subscribed to me. If you subscribed in the past, just double check. And if you are subscribed, please do hit the bell icon right beside the sub button. That'll give you notifications whenever a new video goes up and whenever I go live. You too can join the notification squad. An old four-wheel drive mod thing. You mean drive control? It works on every single tractor. And the only time that it doesn't work is when tractors are two-wheel drive. So with, we'll say the 675 that's at the pig farm, I'll show you in a minute. It will not function to turn on four-wheel drive because that tractor physically doesn't have a four-wheel drive system, which is really nice. There we go. I can. Hopefully, we're going to make a reasonable amount of money here. Hopefully, because otherwise, this is going to be a waste of time.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
Keelan Casey, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. The last thing I want to do is waste my time and end up making no money out of the pigs. If like if this isn't worth much, I'm just gonna bring the trailer back to the shop and just keep breeding pigs because they're free slurry manure, effectively. Then. So it's not the end of the world if we don't make much money out of it, but it's an annoyance. I just realised that I'm probably going to the wrong side of this. Yes, I am. GG Dave. So I'm gonna have to come around the full circle. Subbed ages ago. Yeah, YouTube's being weird. You have to model a CV radio into a tractor soon. That would be pretty cool to see. I think there's a few prefabs out there for it, but not many tractors actually use them. So if I just stop up here, 10,800. 1,200 per. That's really not worth it, is it? No. So I'm just going to use the pigs as slurry and manure generators. Also, I've kind of got stuck here. There we go. I'm just going to use the pigs as slurry and manure generators. Mutt's Nuts, thank you very much for subscribing. Yeah, Reese. I did believe you, I just wanted to see for myself how completely unworthwhile it was. But yeah, it's not worth selling the pigs, it's better to use them as manure and slurry generators effectively. So let's get this into the sell point, I guess. We can use this money later. Because what I need to do now is get back onto this harvest over here, which is soybeans in field 14. Because if we can get this done, then I think we can, yeah, we can start selling off the soybeans. Make a bit more money, see if we can't get rid, or get a, some sort of sugar beet equipment. Doesn't necessarily have to be the self-propelled, I'd be okay with the tow behinds, or the full setup. But we do need some sort of sugar beet equipment, for sure. Although the self-propelled would be better. It's almost 6 o'clock already, wow. I'll also need to buy some corn equipment if I want to do corn in there, because I don't have anything for corn right now. Am I gonna lease the sugar beet stuff? Probably yes. If I lease the sugar beet stuff, I'm gonna have to at least make my money back on it. But on the flip side, if I don't make my money back on it, I can just plant soybeans in field 17, because we've got a good little farm going now. We got 3, 10, 15, 16, 14, and 17. As well as 22, 30, and 81 in terms of fields. So we're getting a good bit of growth going. You could do some stuff for me. No, you couldn't, because it's an edited version of the map. It is impossible for anybody to work this map except myself, and I think Louis has this version of the map as well. Because I trust Louis not to give it to anybody. We'll need to get the trailer in here real soon. And I'll have a quick look at how much soybeans we actually have in storage. Terrence, you're not late. You've just missed some... a lot of bale wrapping, some bale movements, and we've bought a new field as well today. The hope is that we can get some sugar beet equipment sometime during the week in the videos. And get that stuff done. Fertilize field 17 to get more yield. That would not be a bad idea. So we got 12,000 in here, and we've got 41,000 in storage. So we're not... yeah, we're not going to be poor by the end of this, for sure. You got an edited version of this map too? Yep. It's so easy to do edits that it's almost worth doing an edit just so that you have your own personal version. Hello, Zach. Fertilizing field 17 isn't the worst idea in the world, actually. I might do that as well. I think Faye is having a minor meltdown because I've just got stuff strewn everywhere. Just random equipment abandoned all over the map. It's at the other side of the field. Roast pork's ready, very nice. You got a 3230 fast track? So do I. A Smith Super Cube trailer, which I've actually seen these in real life recently. This is an amazing reproduction of it. There's a couple of stickers different from the one I saw, but it is almost identical. Oh crap. Almost identical. Oh, you got one in real life? Awesome. Different shed layout up at the sheep farm. See, that's one of the best edits to do, is just rework one of the farms, because you would in real life. You know, maybe change some sheds around, build new sheds and stuff. So I can get behind people editing sheds and shed locations in Farm Sim. But yeah, Faye's just used to my absolute mayhem organization. He knows the reason that I do it. He knows the reason that my organization is chaotic at best. Because I've spoken to him about it. And simply put, the reason is YouTube. Because every so often, I'll come in off camera and I'll clean everything up, or I'll do it during a stream and I'll tidy everything up, put it all away. And then I start recording videos again, and it's... you can't hear the music? Yes, we can. Okay, I'll turn it back down then. Every time I start recording videos, it just goes to crap again. You can't hear the music. There's a big difference between we can't and I can't. Hello, Danny boy. It's Simman15. How's it going? It's going well today. There, likes, 2 dislikes. Let's see if we can get 50 likes, guys. Can we have it on 100%? No. Because at the moment it's only on like 1 or 2%. You're waiting for your Chinese to arrive. Very nice. I might be having Chinese tonight. I had a really nice meat pizza last night. It's amazing. You like? Thank you very much, John Deere 4020. A really nice tractor, actually, the 4020. As much as I rip on John Deere's and make fun of them, I do like some of them. What did I have for breakfast today? I had a barbecue rib thingy in the microwave. Because I wanted to rush it a bit. I was running behind and I just kept falling more and more behind, and I ended up starting half an hour after I wanted to. And then 6 minutes after the half hour after I wanted to. So it all kind of went to crap today, basically. What I might do, because I very rarely do this, is I might in one field sow oilseed radish. About a tractor that's planning after seeing me. Very nice, Jack. Yet you still didn't say hello to me. I've got a very strange taste in food. I'm hoping that if I do get a Chinese, it'll be a Thai green curry. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Burnt toast. No, I don't like burnt toast. I like it brown with like a really thin burnt bit around the edge. So you know that it's done. Because I've known some people who like make effectively warmed bread. They want their toast to be white. It's like, that's not toast. Toast is brown. What you're eating is warm bread. Having Chinese again? Yeah. I like Chinese. It's not up to me what we're having anyway. What I'm having anyway. Well, partially. Because I've told my parents that if we get Chinese, there's like 2 things I eat. Andrew Pritchard. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Enjoy your stay. Jess is... no. And Alex as well. What is the fascination with warm bread? Like seriously, because it's... you get toast because you want brown, golden brown deliciousness with crispy crunchiness. Takeaway, yep, Sim. Takeaway. But like it's you get toast. You want toast because you want that lovely crunchy brown deliciousness. And burnt toast is okay. But warm bread is just like, whoa, no. That's not how toast is supposed to be. It's not toast. Toast is a delicious golden brown color. Maybe dark brown, maybe slightly burnt. I like my toast singed. That's like my ideal toast, is like singed at the edges and then a nice dark brown in the middle. Yes.
Hello, Dave. That Dave.
John Deere 4020, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Apparently burnt toast can give you cancer. Everything can give you cancer. Air can give you cancer. Oxygen can. Oxygen is the worst thing you can have. But it's necessary for life. Golden brown, golden olive butter, and hot chocolate. Oh, TMCC, I'm liking your idea there. Maybe some jam Just jam. I don't really put it on my on my toast, but just a bit of jam or Nutella. Eee. Yes, Nutella. Nutella on toast, best thing ever. Or Nutella, as it's apparently supposed to be pronounced. Having pie and chips, very nice. Hello, Blonde Lizard 54. How are you doing today? Marmalade is nice. I don't like marmalade. I'm one of these people. I don't like oranges. I don't like marmalade. Give me strawberry, raspberry, or blackcurrant jam any day. Marmalade's just not for me. Oh, I do enjoy the fact that you can just kind of abandon a harvester once you get it into a nice line. I don't like oranges, yeah. It's just not with my taste. Where did Simulator Gaming get his info from? What info? What would be my dream tea or supper? Spaghetti bolognese. With garlic bread, which is what I had the other day. I'm an easily pleased person. Yeah, I have no idea what Simman15 is asking about. Marmite on toast. Oh god, Simon, Sim would love you. Sim cannot get enough Marmite. He'll have Marmite sandwiches and Marmite on toast and Marmite biscuits. And myself and Landy are just kind of sat in the corner going dry heaving because no. Hello Ken, how are you doing today? Those emotes don't work as well on Discord, I will admit, because they're nowhere near as derpy. Bovril? No. Ew. No Bovril. Give me a nice chicken curry or spaghetti bolognese that's got a bit of spice to it. Any day. Over literally any other food. Marmite's nice. No. PC crashed. Bad toast giving you cancer. It's a scientific fact, Sim, man. The carbon in toast when it's burnt is a known carcinogen. As is, and this is a lesser known one, bread crust. Crust of bread. That's not good for you. Orange juice, not good for you. Apple juice, not good for you. Chocolate, not good for you. Water, not good for you. You see where I'm going here? Everything that's healthy isn't as healthy as people would like to say, like you to think. Everything will do you harm in high enough doses. You can overdose on water. It is possible. I don't mean drowning, I mean like literally drinking too much water and getting water poisoning. That's happened before. I think it was Australia, somebody drank a stupid amount of water for a competition, ended up getting water poisoning and dying. Nothing is good. Yeah, nothing is healthy. Nothing is 100% perfectly healthy. But when doctors and all say, oh, choose the healthy option, they mean the healthier option. You know, the least bad option. You were going to say drowning. No, there is such a thing as water poisoning. Because it basically dilutes your bodily fluids down to the point where it's just like there's nothing there. It's just water. While you are a certain percentage water, there is kind of a except ice. That's water. That's dangerous. And actually there is a line of thought that because it's been frozen, it's actually more dangerous because everything's concentrated. Be too much tomato soup to turn orange. That might explain certain well-known people being orange then. I'm very smart. I try not to be, but I am. Henry with the right idea there. Sorry I'm late, I was sleeping. That is the best reason to be late. Even though you're not, because we've still got an hour of the stream left. So we might get some soybeans potentially sold off and see how we're doing with the monetary front. I'm actually going to reverse here in a second and see if I can... too much of anything is bad for you. There's a saying that's like, too much of a good thing isn't good for you. And yeah, that's 100% true. Can this thing hold... I'm doing a test here, by the way. Can this thing hold sugar beets? It cannot. Aha! That's going to make things fun, because I'm going to have to basically make a giant sugar beet pile at the side of the field and figure out a way of moving it. I may need to get a conveyor belt set up. What's the server name? This isn't a server, Grasshead. I don't know where you got the idea that it's multiplayer from. Server name is YouTube. Because the only interactive bit of this stream is that it is a stream. It's not multiplayer. Sugar beet storage on the map. There is, but it's over this side of the map. And I'm going to be over pretty much the middle of the map. Terraphalis is moving. Well, yeah, but that would mean I'd need to rent the Terraphalis. Which would be an extra expense that I don't know if I can really afford or justify. So that's the issues. I don't know really what I can do. What happened to the funny titles for the streams? They'll come back. I couldn't think up anything funny today. Honestly, I just kind of good. But I've seen the Volvo by Taro. No, I have not, and I'll probably forget to look it up later. Dave is not happy. I am happy. Volvo being what? Still got back legs? You do, Godfather? Mine are almost entirely better. I was able to walk yesterday, which is good. You just watch. One of the streams next week is going to be called Flange Nargling. Or something just completely out of the ordinary. Just so people can come in and ask, what the... Dave, have you completely lost it? Oh, yours okay, you bit mine. No, my legs are fine now. For the most part. They're still a bit kind of iffy if I push myself too hard. And I think there's a bruise inside. Like, there's a bruise on one of the muscles, but it's fine otherwise. Hello, Tommy. How are you doing today? Vroom vroom, look at my tractor should be the title. I mean, I guess, but tractors don't really go vroom, they go vroom, 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 vroom. That was a really bad tractor impression. When am I going outside again? Whenever I feed the cats next, I guess. Which, that's something I really dislike doing, because we've got like 10 cats and they keep swarming every time you go out to feed them, and it's like, okay, I can't give you food if you're all swarming here, because the bowls are 3 feet that way. I'm doing good, Tommy. Thank you very much for asking. Is it a far walk? Not really. But it's a weird walk. I'll tell you that much, because it's basically I've got to try and step over 10 cats every single time I take a step. Like, I've been out feeding the cats before and literally just had one foot in the air for about a minute. Hate the smell of cat food. So do I. I don't think anybody likes the smell of cat food. But it's one of the better cat smells. Which are for cats or dogs? I'm not too fussed. I think cats are given a bit of a bad rep because they're... You know, everybody's told, oh, cats are so disloyal, they'll never love you and all that. Well, no. I've seen the exact opposite. I've seen cats being so ridiculously loyal and trustworthy that it's kind of funny. Why did you eat cat food, Underused? I hope it was like an accident and not something you intentionally did. Why would anybody eat cat food? Truth or you did it intentionally? That just makes it dumber. Good lord. It's truth or dare. You still did it intentionally. Hello, Rogers Contracts. You tried. Why is it with people eating like dog and cat food? Is this the combine off Mod Hub? No, this is from Mod Hoster. This is a CX8090, which isn't actually available on the Mod Hub version. Ah, no. Cats are one of the most dangerous animals a person can have. Only if they're not trained. You can train cats. You can teach cats what they can and can't do, and it's usually through negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement. But our cats will they're not dangerous at all. They'll claw you if you do something wrong. But it's a case of they train us, we train them. We know what the cats do and don't like. Have I ever ate any animal food? No, because I'm not a lunatic. Unless you count carrots as being rabbit food, in which case, yes. Raw carrots, because I like raw carrots. They're delicious. And nutritious. Like, if I want a healthy snack, I will legitimately go into the kitchen, go down to the kitchen, peel a carrot and just chop it up into, like, carrot sticks. Even though Irish and UK carrots aren't really meant to be done like that. I still do it because they're nice and sweet and there's kind of a hang to them and it's nice. Strongly suggest doing that if anybody's ever like hungry and wants a healthy snack. It's a good combine. Yeah, there's a couple of minor glitches and weirdness, but I still haven't fixed the number plate. Something I've been meaning to do for a couple of weeks now, and I've just not got around to do it. This is the second week I want to do this. What was the second week? Oh yes, the combine output itself needs to be tweaked slightly. So we're getting good yieldish. Hello, Dusty Dave. We're getting goodish yield on this field. Ish. Very roughly. Mike as well. I'm not doing too terribly, at least. So once you got this done, that's actually field 17 there. I think. Once we've got this done, we are going to rent the, definitely the Holmer Harvester. And we're going to get going on a sugar beet harvest. Hello, Dylan. And Puran, how are you doing today, guys? Definitely want to get a sugar beet harvest started today if I can. And it's probably going to be ended in the stream as well, comically enough, because if I can get a sugar beet harvest started, then I can actually do that in a video during the week, and then do like another couple of harvesting videos during the week, and be like, hey, look how productive I am. Does anyone know where you can find a really cheap side panel like the Cytic one? Yes, make your own. Granted, for that you'd probably need like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi and a bunch of transistors and stuff, so it might be a bit complicated. Been combining all evening or what? No, not all evening. I did some silage work already. I did some bale wrapping. Sold off the bales, which bought us field 17. Then I did a bit of an experiment with the pigs, trying to sell them off, and it's just not worth it, really. Why don't I get a pig food mixer and put sugar beets straight in there? I don't want to have a pig food mixer is the thing. If I can get to the point where I'm able to make my own pig food with, like, in one field, that'd be great, but I wouldn't get a mixer for it. I would just give the pigs everything independently. Because, it's cheaper that way, isn't it? What do I think of Platinum? I like it. I think it's great that Giants are moving into doing a completely new style of farming. I think the people that are really coming down hard on it, and I don't understand why they're doing it. Use the McHale? I did actually use the McHale wrapper. The one from Facebook, from my dad. CD Models Facebook. There's a lot of people I've heard coming down on the Platinum Edition because nobody does sugarcane harvesting and these are the same people. I can guarantee these are the same people who when FS17 came out would have said, oh, there's no new crops. Why are there no new crops in this game? Come on, there's no winning. You just want a reason to cry and whinge and complain, don't you? You know, Giants don't put too many new crops in, you complain that there aren't enough new crops. Giants put a new crop in, you complain that there's a new crop. There's no winning with some people. Your second driving lesson in the tractor today in the Netherlands. We get you a full license for it, driving a Stair 6145 CVT with Crown and Roper. Amazing tractor, amazing. Giants should have beef cattle. They're not going to do that, Josh, because they don't. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But I just find it funny that, yeah, it is just a certain group of people that are going to constantly whinge and whine and moan that Giants didn't do what they thought they should do. And quite frankly, I was one of these people in FS15 that was like, oh, Giants need to do this, 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 and this. Every single thing I said Giants should do, and it was all based on, like, this is a really successful mod, Giants could implement it this way. Every single thing I said Giants should do was in FS17. What do I think Giants should do for FS19? I think a new game engine should be in the works at the very least. I think a very basic seasons system, even if it just affects the weather, would be really nice. More realism options would also be nice. Orchard farming would be really nice, but I don't know if Giants will get around to that. Do I have a phobia of moody people? No, I am a moody person myself. I just find it hilarious that it's always just a certain subgroup. And it's like, why are you complaining constantly? Dynamic terrain. I don't think it's possible in the current version of Giants engine, which is why they need a new engine. Ideally based on the Spin Tires engine, which is owned by Focus Home Interactive. See where I'm going here. Focus Home are the publishers. Giants can get the Spin Tires engine from Focus Home, modify it up to suit Farm Sim. They could use Spin Tires Dynamic Terrain, which is really good. Have it so that we'll say if it rains, it does affect the terrain slightly and makes it very muddy and Giants have available to them, potentially, all of the ingredients for something truly amazing. Too many people's hobby is complaining. Yeah, I like finding negatives and things, yeah, but I don't... Like, Platinum, I don't know if there's much of a negative. Do I use the G27? Yes, not today, but I do use one in general. Did I ever record my summer car? Not on this channel, for sure. We like the game. It's worth raising issues to show where the game could have improved. And I think one of the big improvements Giants could make, for sure, is optimization. More tools for modders would be great. A new game engine, I think, is becoming necessary at this point. Can they use the Counting Crops engine? No. I recommend the G27. I would, Terrence, but I saw recently that somebody on Amazon is selling a used Logitech G27 for $1,000 on Amazon. So maybe don't get the G27. Maybe have a look at the G29. Testing platform for consoles has to be #1 priority. After that, optimizations of the game, because it is still very badly optimized. You know, a new game engine might solve a lot of the optimization issues. That should be another high priority for Giants. Especially seeing as with the new engine, they can decide what features they want. And if they choose the Spin Tires engine as a base, well, they can put in dynamic terrain using the Spin Tires model. Or a slightly different model based on Spin Tires. You know, make the terrain slightly harder. Because Spin Tires, I think, is intentionally soft terrain. Moaning about it's not a good thing. Moaning about everything and contradicting yourself isn't good. If you've got a legitimate complaint and you can come up with a solution, then you can talk about the issue. And like £145 CX. Well, if you can get a G27 cheap, then yes. Do I have the Convertible More Pack? No, I don't really have that many dodgy converts. West Coast is in testing. Dara Giants are working on the West Coast themselves. They're actually testing it as they work on it. Because the issues that the West Coast has, Bullet Bill literally can't fix, because Giants now think that it's an issue, doesn't need more resources than FS70. I think it's similar. It'll be down to what Mudrunner's like when it's out. I need to place a pre-order for that, actually. It'll be down to what Mudrunner's like when it releases, but Spin Tires by itself, very graphically intensive at times, computationally intensive as well, but it does seem like that engine might be a better fit for Farm Sim than the current Giants engine, which I believe is based off a very, very old version of Unity. If you're wondering where Landy got the idea that it came from Unity from, it was me. I used to work in game dev, I used to use Unity a lot. And looking at the tools in Giants Editor and Giants Editor as a whole, that's basically the Unity map editor. Because I've played around with that, I know what it's like. It's Giants Editor in a nutshell. Jason. Well, Giants have come a long way. They've made incredible improvements to the game. Absolutely incredible work they've done. But that doesn't mean they can get lazy and stop working and improving the game now. I think the one of the big improvements they can make now is following on from the work of 17. Like 17, they made some big strides in good areas. I think they need to improve again on what they've made improvements on. And one thing is for sure, they need to get tools out to modders so that modding for consoles is a lot easier. Even if it's just a test bed within GE that you can run through and see what errors would be flagged up in Giants testing, I think that'd be like the most useful thing, the #1 thing. It's a good tractor to replace the Valtra T series. Another Valtra T series, but in pink. What is the Valtra T series? What's the horsepower band? Is the T the mid-sized Valtra? T is the mid-size Valtra. Well, if you want to replace it flat out, get the S series. I saw... Oh, it was a T series! That's amazing. I saw a T series Valtra in pink. A fault finder tool, yeah. Actually, I need this. A fault finder for consoles specifically, because with PC you can at least run the game and check your log files, but you can't do that for consoles. I think some sort of fault finder tool would be very beneficial. It would improve the modding community for sure, especially on consoles. Did I see the pink? Yes, I did, Dara. I loved that thing. And on a nearby stand, they had a pink wheel rim as well. That pleased me. So let's get the fast track over to field 17. Or at least nearby. And we'll get Holmer out. Watch the Rome series on the second channel. Yeah, I need to do a stream to that channel this week, I think. I might do one on Thursday, maybe. The A-series Valtras are the small ones. Yeah. Here we go. Did anybody who was at the ploughing actually see the Tesla? Was I the ploughing? Yes. No, I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to press that button. So I need... Oh, I can get the T430. Or the T430. This is going to be a better fit. So it's... We can't afford this? They are limited. Giants are limited as to what consoles can actually do. But, Dusty Dave, here is a thought for you, good sir. Spintire's Mudrunner is coming to console. This is a known fact. If Giants were to take the Spintire's Mudrunner engine, pop that into, or pop Farm Sim into that and optimize it up, might be a better game. One thing that is for sure is tools do need to be made available for modders to work on console mods. Cheaty time? No. I have not done the thing with the thing. Pizza. As much as... Was Pink Valtra an N? It might have been an L. An N. What's with face palms? What's with face palms? Try on creative money, or I could just sell some soybeans. Because you got 100,000 litres of soybeans. These are selling best at the BGA. The BG. Ah! See? Thought ahead. Best sell point is the BGA, which is over where I need to go anyway. If it ain't broke... It is broke, though. It's... Like, that's the thing. That's why everybody's saying the game engine needs to be fixed and changed. Because the current Giant engine is running so much legacy stuff that's not even usable anymore. But it's still in the engine. It still runs just because they either couldn't or didn't want to turn it off. It's hilariously badly optimized. I'm not cheating money because I know I can get away with not cheating money. Because if I bring this trailer load of soybeans into the BGA and set it up, set it off, I'll get the money I need to rent the harvester and whatnot. The yellow thing. Pizza Wheel knows what I'm talking about with the yellow thing. So suddenly I've got enough money to buy or to rent the Holmer Terrados T4-30. The reason I'm renting this one is because it's a bit more logically sized for this size of farm. So it is slightly smaller, but actually I want it to be slightly smaller. Go back out the BGA here. John should look into Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is very bad for consoles. It's, it'd be very difficult to optimize that. So let's get into the Terrados. And oh, nuts. I dislike how the header spawns. I think Giants are in denial. I think they're in a situation where they genuinely believe the game's perfect in every single way. And they don't like people pointing out where improvements could be made. Especially with the game engine, because that game engine is a hot mess. And like, they've told people that it's not possible to do a farming game with dynamic terrain. They told people that straight up told people it's not possible. Cattle and Crops has done it. Pure Farming's kind of doing it. Farm Expert's done it. The only game that tried dynamic terrain and failed spectacularly was AgriSim. And that stopped being a thing 5 or 6 years ago. I think Giants are living in the past. I think Giants... I'm now Fire Engine. Is Lanny streaming tonight? Yes, he is. I was talking to him earlier on. He is streaming tonight. I'm like that old lady that parks parallel and hits every single car in the way. This is true. I am not a very good driver, but I openly admit that I'm not a very good driver. Especially not in Farm Sim. So let's get this sugar beet harvest on the road. Or on the field, I guess. I'm just gonna drive reasonably straight down here. His land is starting at about 7 o'clock tonight. Hang on, if I'm driving a fire engine, it needs to have the lights on. There we go. Have all the lights on for maximum visibility of this ridiculous fire engine. The team's very small, they got a lot of money. The thing is, though, is... like, 6 million sales sounds a lot, but the dev kits for Sony and Microsoft are, I think, 500,000 each. Or some ridiculous amount each. Plus, they've got to give a certain amount of Focus Home. Like, Focus Home are really raking in the money from Farm Sim. I don't think Giants actually see a lot of that money. Did you think 30 or 40% of the sale on Steam goes to Steam for Valve? Probably another 30% goes to Focus Home. That's 60% gone. Giants probably only actually see 40% of that money. At most. Nearly double 17 or even another year to go. Yeah, but I don't know how much Giants would actually see of that. Because it depends on how the contract works out with Focus Home. And then they've got a team of probably 20 or 30 people, which isn't the smallest team in the world, but it's not the biggest, for sure. And each of those is going to be on reasonable money. Yeah, and after tax, Giants probably don't actually make an awful lot of money. Giants honestly don't. And the machine brands will want a bit of money as well. You think about how it works. The fact that Giants are getting such big brands like Newhall and Case, Massey Ferguson, Fend on board. And you suddenly start to realise that actually Giants are really kind of on a break-even with FarmSim. Plus they're giving a certain amount of money to modders as well. Now, I'd imagine Giants' profits are quite small. Now, granted, the team might be on decent pay, but there's probably a reason Giants don't seem to be working as hard as they used to be. It might be that the team's grown and the expenses have grown so much that Giants can't do what they would like to do. Especially as Focus Home are probably using them as a bit of a cash cow, because Focus Home don't really have that many great games. But of course I could be wrong. Let's turn off the lights there because I hate that blooming fog effect. It's kind of sad really. That's honestly, Alex, that's the way the game industry works. Is a lot of companies that just work for a break-even point of games. Hello, Thomas Jones. They'll work towards a break-even with maybe a small profit. And like most of Giant's actual profits become coming from DLCs. Hello, Landy. The Giants' overheads aren't much. I don't know, you think of how much is licensed, Dave, and there's quite a lot of overheads there, plus I mean, for all we know, they're actually working on a custom engine, which that's a few million of investments there, if that's happening. I don't know if it is. See you, Oliver. I mean, the fact that they've got BM Modding working on a DLC slash overhyped mod for them, I don't know. Is G25 good wheel? G25 is a very good wheel, Terrence. I'm gonna be honest, if you're going into modding for the money, you probably shouldn't be modding in the first place. And if Giants were to pull the plug out of the money from modders tomorrow, and you were to quit because Giants pull the money out of the modders, well, the question I would have for you is, were you then modding for the money or for the enjoyment of modding? Does G25 work on Windows 10? I have no idea. Because, like, I don't particularly plan on making money after this when it's done. I'm making the map because I want to make the map. Which, in my eyes, is the way that mods should be made. Is like, oh, I want this thing. It doesn't exist yet. I'm making this thing. Hello, Tom Thumb. You're just in hate mode for the game today. I know that feeling, Dave. I know that feeling. I've been like that sometimes myself. This is going surprisingly quickly. I was fully expecting this to take an age, and it is going to take an age, but not as long of an age as I thought. How goes Space Engineers, Landy Kid? I've brought myself into G very briefly over the past month or so, but it's just like I open it up, do one thing, and they're like... Is this leased? Yes. I'm hoping to make 35 or 36,000 off this harvest. Because if I don't, then I've made a loss on the harvest, and it's not great. Granted, if I wanted full profit, I'd be wanting to get like 80 grand out of this field, and that's just not happening. An age, but not as long as an age. Did I say not as long as? Not as long of an age. Because I'll like occasionally open up G and be like, I'm gonna do some work on the map, and then get distracted by a shiny thing and be like, no, never mind, I'm gonna look at the shiny thing instead. This, by the way, is, I believe, on the mod hub. This is a T430 with the HR6 rotor. It's a slightly smaller sugar beet harvester. I think it's worth getting for kind of smaller farms, where you don't want to be going with the huge big homer all the time. Anyone else still playing Sandy Bay? Landy was playing Sandy Bay just last night, Joe. Am I tipping it on the ground or in a trailer? I'll be tipping it into a trailer. Right about now, actually. Because I have, in the field as well, a JCB Fast Track 3000. With a trailer on it that can only hold 20,000 litres. The harvester can hold more than the trailer. This is a problem. However, I can cut through the harvested fields to get to the sugar beet tipping point a bit quicker. You playing it today? Ah, awesome. You've made up your mind then. Oh, it was JD asking about Sandy Bay. I managed to misread 2 messages at once. Sugar beet harvester should have a big header like most of the machines in real life. Puran, that is a real machine, that is a real header for it. It is a smaller sugar beet harvester for slightly smaller farms where maybe you don't have the room to get the big header around. So the sugar beet storage is somewhere around here. Granted, I'm going to have to do a bit of a weird finagle here, but should be able to get this sorted. Also, I've just realised I probably should have fertilised the sugar beet field, but it's a bit late for that now. Hello, Terming Games. How am I today? I'm doing well. I'm in a good mood. You know it's real, but it's a bit small. I think it's the right size for that field, though, Puran. Like in real life, you wouldn't even have that in the field. You'd have the trailed one. Hello, Glengar. Is that a tip jersey I'm wearing? Yes, it is. So I'm gonna have to look at. There should be a sign back over here. Sugar beet storage is down over here. Low bridge, 200 yards ahead. Good. So is this the sugar beet storage plaza? Yes. Yeah, it's just a giant plaza for storing sugar beets, so I'm still going to figure out a way of moving them. I heard of Mark Armstrong. Yes, because people keep advertising his channel. I think he needs to have a word with his subscribers. Because he's getting himself a bad name. Or subscribers are giving him a bad name. People like you, Termin Games, are giving him a bad name. By coming in to other people's streams, showing them zero respect, and advertising another stream. It's not how things are done. It's how YouTubers get effectively blacklisted. And I may consider doing that actually. Have I heard of RainbowDave? I've heard that RainbowDave guy is a right git. Yeah, Mark Armstrong needs to have a strong word with his subscribers, I think. Because I always tell you guys that are watching the stream right now and have watched for a while, and yes, I do know that all the signs in this work, by the way. Godfather, no, don't. I was just about to get to that. I've always told you guys, share with your friends all you want. But whatever you do, don't go into other streams or onto other channels and try and advertise for me. I prefer to have the channel spread by word of mouth between friends than annoy everybody on YouTube. Because I prefer to have the channel have a good name, unlike some people. Header would be 108 inches wide in real life. What's that in actual measurements? $108 times 2.5. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my calculator out. Hang on. 108 by 2.5. 2.7 meters. This is exact. This is. Yeah, this is the right size. Tom Thumb. $108 inches is 270 centimeters, which is 2.7 meters. Hello, JX55. And yes, there are 6, 9, and 12 row units for this in real life. This is the 6 row unit. The default in-game one is the 9 row unit. And there is a modded version that is the 12 row unit. Hello, CD Models. How you doing today? There we go. This is going well. So close to the sub goal, are we? We're only 5 away. We didn't start that far from it, but we're only 5 away now. 108 inches for 6 rows. Sugar beet plant rows at 18 inches apart. And Tom Thumb, I've done the maths. 108 inches is 270 centimeters, roughly speaking. And that is 2.7 meters, which conveniently is exactly how big this is. Hey, JKD. Better looks a tad now. Everybody's complaining about size. Oh my god, is everybody a size queen today? I can get the wider header. Good. Hang on, I'm gonna. Oh my god, nothing but size queens in chat. Okay, the HR6 is gone. So that's another 6,000 we need to make out of this field. Nothing but size queens in chat, good lord. Now look, look, is this a better header for you guys? There's no header whatsoever. Is this better? You'd like this more? Huh? I have to go to the shop and pick up the bigger header. Good grief. I thought some people in my circles were bad size queens. I'm sure Landy's having a good laugh at me saying size queen so much. Stop moaning! I'm going to get the header you guys want. Because, good lord, you like complaining when I start doing something you don't like. You're gonna complain this one's too big now, aren't you? Might be too big, but I'm using it now. Deal with it. I choose something that's vaguely realistic. Everybody complains that it's too small. What's worse, Landy, they were giving me measurements. I'm like, it should be 108 inches. I put that into my calculator, converted it to centimeters. 270, which is 2.7 meters, which conveniently was exactly what it was. So now I'm using something that's actually bigger than this machine is designed for. Because this machine, I would imagine in real life, is designed for the 6 meter or the 6 row header, not the 9 row. I know how Daggerwin feels. How does he put up with it? Like Daggerwin's comment section just threads that. It's like, ah! No, it's wrong. Everything you do is wrong. No matter what you do, it's wrong. My grandfather's cousins, brothers, sisters, cousins, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, cousins, daughters, friends, brothers, cousin does it differently. So you're wrong. I mean, in all seriousness, guys, it's a game. It's an arcade game. It's not an actual simulator. There's no way in real life this thing will be able to do this field without ridiculously huge fields, without huge wheels. There's no way I could do the bales like I did earlier. It just stopped me. It's just plain wrong. The entire. What do you mean, dude? The game is arcadey and hilariously bad. Is Sim leaving YouTube? No, he's not. Landy started a rumor just for funsies. What's funny about that going? There's nothing. Like, we're not making. I'm actually not making fun of Daggerwin for once. I'm making fun of Daggerwin's comment section. I'm making fun of Daggerwin's comment section because there's this weird belief on YouTube that if you do it differently, then every other way is wrong. But in reality, every single farmer is going to do the same thing in a completely different way. There's as many different ways to farm as there are farms. So, like, yes, spraying, there is one real kind of good way to do it, but there's 100 different ways of doing it in that good way. So I don't get why people get so uppity about that looks a bit small. Yeah, because it's kind of designed to be that way. These are flotation tires. They're not going to really have much of an impact on compaction. And yes, if I was using crop destruction, I would have put this header on at the start because, hey, look, it covers over where the wheels are. But the other header was perfectly fine, it was perfectly functional, and it was actually able to work at a higher speed, so I was probably actually getting more done more quickly with it. Yes, the internet, you can't have opinions or choices. Unfortunately, opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one. And they'll, a lot of people like showing theirs off, unfortunately. Tom, you've kind of nailed it on the head there. Like, everybody does everything differently. It's just kind of whatever way you're used to doing it. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. I don't get why... there's this fascination with people doing the work in a very, very specific way and making everything so boring and samey. Yeah, Sammy couldn't YouTube, guys. He's just been very, very busy with his real job. There's been a lot of biscuit thefts recently. Opinions are like bots, everybody's got one. Landy's just got live. Thank you, Louis. So with the Landy live, that gives me someone to send you over to. Gives me a reason to end the stream. So, Louis, could you... Monster, actually, if you're here, could you spam in Landy's stream, please, into chat? So people can get over there. I know a lot of you guys are heading over there anyway, so... I'll give you a helping hand. I'll leave you guys by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the West Coast. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button on your way out, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. That was a bit fast. Until next time, stay safe. And did I turn off my mic already? No. And goodbye.